Welcome to the show. Hello, Bitcoiners. It's Dan here, and I got some stuff that I want to talk to you about. Um, well, first of all, Faketoshi. Um, Faketoshi pretty much failed. He failed to show proof that he is Satoshi. So basically, the magistrate Bruce Reinhardt had ordered him to show proof of the addresses where he mined Bitcoin prior to 2014. And he had from the 14th, when his hearing was scheduled, he had up to the 17th to show proof that he mined those Bitcoin and the addresses. And basically, he showed nothing. He was unable to do it like I thought, like he wasn't gonna be able to do it. But uh, well, I knew he couldn't do it, and as just as I thought he couldn't do it. Apparently, the Bitcoin that he mined was put into a blind trust where the trustees were like, there was this one company, and the company went bankrupt a few years ago. And the other uh, well, the company, well, apparently the company was owned by Faketoshi, mind you. So he put himself as a trustee, and the other people that he had assigned to be trustees, um some of them are dead. Let's just put it that way. So he couldn't um show proof. Now he has to show up on the 28th of June, which is about 4 days from now, depending on where you are. um he has to show up in court in Florida to basically tell a federal judge why he shouldn't be held in contempt of court. Um, well, I mean, he can end up going to prison, but like, it's not like he's gonna go to prison for years. He's probably gonna go to prison for half a year, um, or just pay a fine that right now might be worth about, I don't know, like maybe like 9, 10 Bitcoin, which is like about $100,000, which is not much. I mean, it's, yeah, it's a lot, but it's not much. If you know what I mean, like 10 Bitcoin, 9 or 10 Bitcoin isn't really that much. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he goes to prison, but it's not gonna be for years. So, God damn it! I kind of wanted it to be for years because I just don't like the guy. I think he's toxic to the space, and he always comes up with all these shenanigans um to make himself profit. Like, from the moment that he was unable to prove, or he didn't want to prove, that he was Satoshi Nakamoto back in 2016, um the way he rage quit and he left, that to me seemed pretty scammy. um because he did say, "Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it," and then he didn't do it. Um, he was just like scammy. Um, and then for him to come back and after he said he was gonna leave like that, that seemed odd to me. Um, because there's a lot of people that have rage quit Bitcoin. A lot of people have rage quit Bitcoin and they don't come back. Uh, there's Mike Hearn. He really rage quit. Uh, Mike Hearn. For those of you that don't know, he was a Bitcoin developer back in 2015, and he said, well, Bitcoin's dead. Bitcoin's dead, and it's a failed project. I sold all my Bitcoin. I'm gone. Right? He was gone. He didn't come back. Good. We don't need people like that. Um, Gavin Andresen, he swore, he swore that Faketoshi was the guy he spoke to back when they were working on Bitcoin. Because Gavin was one of like is one of the first people to communicate. It's not he's known to have communicated with Satoshi, right? So he swore that Faketoshi was Satoshi, and dude, people can't manipulate other people. I mean, come on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. Just look at Germany in 1940, right? 1933, 1939. Some of those people were genuine Nazis, and the other ones were just brainwashed. So it doesn't take um, a rocket scientist to figure out that people can manipulate people. The same thing goes for the Islamic extremist, right? Like, come on. Do you really think that people are gonna just go and blow themselves up because you're gonna go to somewhere in heaven with like um I don't know how many virgins? No. Um Faketoshi manipulated Gavin, and as a result Gavin lost his reputation with the Bitcoin community. Um Not to mention that he wasn't already working, he had stopped working on Bitcoin because god damn it. Because he stopped contributing, so he got locked out. And I agree. Like that's basically what Roger Ver is complaining about. Oh, Bitcoin censors. No, dude. If you're not contributing to a project, why do you have access to it? Just revoke the access, revoke the keys to be able to contribute to the GitHub, and you're good, right? If somebody like revokes my access to something because I'm not contributing, I don't care. All right, I'm not saying that it's censorship. Um, So yeah, I mean, there's that, right? So he might end up in jail for 6 months, or um, he might um just get fined $100,000 and that's it. Slap on the wrist. Don't do it again. But of course, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it again. You know that. You know that he's gonna be up to his shenanigans again, trying to copyright Bitcoin and copyright the white paper. No. Um. And if you want to know more, there's an article by David Kellman on Medium. I saw it by accident. It came on my feed on my phone, so I read it. It's a pretty long article, um, but it's pretty detailed. The guy's a lawyer. He's a registered foreign uh, consular in Taiwan, and he's got a lot of like law degrees in different countries, I think. So he pretty much details the whole case with Faketoshi. Um, so yeah, I mean he couldn't show proof that he was uh, mining the Bitcoin that the judge told him to, and he either goes to jail for 6 months or pays $100,000. That's a fine for lying. Um, yeah. Moving on. Roger Ver. He had a debate with um, Tone Vase in Malta, where he claimed that you couldn't send um, Bitcoin with a low transaction fee. I have an old um, Electrum wallet, a software wallet that I was using prior to getting my ledger, and then recently I got my Trezor in the mail. So I have my Trezor and I have my ledger now. So he claimed that you couldn't send Bitcoin with a low fee because he wouldn't get picked up by the miners. Well, I sent myself um a series of one, two, three, four, five transactions that were anywhere from 5, 6,000 Satoshi, and I think the lowest one um was 908. I think no, 107, 128 Satoshis, 128, 6,034, 2,059, 1,089, 5,727. Yeah. Um, so it had a balance of like, I mean, they were just in change addresses, right? So I sent myself 907 Satoshis, right? It was 908, and I only paid a, 1 Satoshi per byte fee on all of them. I think the lowest one amount, equaled USD value to like 12 cents. I paid a Satoshi per byte, and my transaction was confirmed within 5 hours. It was 13.15 megabytes from the top of the mempool. So, um, I got it the same day, pretty much. Same day. So, um, Roger's wrong there. Roger's wrong. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I did it myself, right? I mean, oh yeah. I mean, this wasn't Lightning Network. This was just an old Electrum wallet that I had from like 2016, and it was still legacy. You know those addresses with a one. You know, so I got probably like $2 worth of satoshis for one satoshi per byte. And right now, a U.S. penny is about 100 and something satoshis, like 100 and yeah, like about 100 satoshis. So I paid pretty much nothing in USD value. Um, well, wait a minute. Um, says that is 9,205 satoshis for a US penny. Um, but then again, I'm looking at pre and the price of Bitcoin did kind of go high, but that's not the point. So, yeah, what else is going on? I don't know if I mentioned this. Um, seriously, like I there's there's an article that came out on Bitcoinist.com where it shows countries with the highest cryptocurrency adoption, and I think Mexico is among the top 10. I think it was number 6. Um, well, I was kind of surprised that Venezuela wasn't one of them. I'm pretty sure I talked about it. I'm not sure if I did it live because um well I've been having problems with my internet apparently. So we have a new supporter of the site just on Bitcoin.com. Um, I will be putting up their um banner on the carousel and on the bottom where it says partners. I'll be putting up pretty soon. But there's There's something called Decibet, Sports Cryptocurrency Betting Platform Review. Um, there's a lot of that's how you know it's a bull market when all these betting websites show up. Um, there's one that hasn't really gone out of business or anything. It's been around since like 2013. Um, it's called cloudbet.com. I think I bet it using them back in the day, 2014, and I made a bet on a football game from the World Cup, the real football. Um, and and unfortunately, I lost. Um, so they have um, several leagues. I'm guessing for football. They have the Mexican League, the British League, the French League, the German League, the Dutch, the Spanish League. Um, so yeah, I won't be betting my satoshis. I'm stacking satoshis, right? But I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Anyway, um, we have a new T-shirt available on justaroundbitcoin.com, and I'll just share my screen for a little bit. I added this one yesterday. You can get it with a 20% discount if you use the code JLB20. So let me share my screen and I'll show it to you guys. There you go. We have it in different colors. Um, we have it in military green, red, blue, black, brown, and it just says stacking sats. It has the Bitcoin logo on it. That's what you should be doing. You should be stacking sats. So there's that. There's that. What else was I going to mention? I was going to mention something else. So Bitcoin kind of went up to like $11,000 twice, and then it just kind of came back down um, to the high 10,000s. I think we're not too far off from 20K at all. I think we should see by the end of the year a 30 to $40,000 Bitcoin. Maybe a $50,000 Bitcoin, but that's really pushing it. Either way, you never know, right? Um, Probably we should see $100,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year, but like I said, that's really pushing it. So I'm just gonna go like conservative, and I'm gonna say $30,000 to $40,000 by the end of the year. Because if you think about it, I mean, Bitcoin, um, does whatever the hell it wants. And like I said before, one thing I've learned from Bitcoin is expect the unexpected. So conservative, I'll say by the end of the year, $30,000 to $40,000 per Bitcoin. Of course, it can do whatever the hell it wants. It's Bitcoin. Um, I'm working on a podcast that should be available on iTunes and Spotify. Um, I'm still working things out on my website because I don't want to have to pay another service to host my audio files. So I'm just gonna do it on my server, and I'm figuring things out and how to get those going. And I should have like podcast on iTunes and Spotify. So um, I know a lot of people like the YouTube, but apparently they have a message right now that says Hangouts on Air is going away later this year. For quick streaming, try youtube.com/webcam. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna check it out. Um, and also, like, if you're on the go, right? Like, one of the advantages of having a podcast is you can listen to it while you're driving away or doing anything, right? Like, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify. So I should have one ready within the next couple of weeks, um, if not within the next couple of days, and see how that goes. So there's that. As far as any other news from justlearnbitcoin.com, um, well, we have, like I said, we have a new supporter, and I should have their image on the carousel pretty soon. I was gonna try and do it before I went to work today, but um, I don't think that's gonna be possible because it said that the platform where they sent it to me, those images, it said it's unavailable. So I'll just wait and see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Drop that video a like, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't. If you don't have a Lightning wallet, try Bottle.li. They give you 1,000 satoshis just for free. The link's in the description. Um, there was a Serenium airdrop. Um, I don't know if that's still going on. I think that's the end of that. Um, um, so yeah, I probably should remove that link. Um, tipping.me if you want to send a tip using Lightning Network. There it is. Or you could send it through Bottle.li. I also have my BECH32 On-Chain SegWit address. If you want to learn to trade, and I'm not saying that everybody should learn how to trade, because trading is not for everyone. It all depends on your risk tolerance. Um, but if you want to learn to trade, our partner is a professional trader from the NYSE ARCA and the CBOE. Um, check out his courses. You get a 10% discount with the code JLB10 if you go through justlearnbitcoin.com. Um, Also, um, like I said, 20% off discount until the end of June on the justlearnbitcoin.com store, where I just added a new design for a t-shirt. So check that out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. I am out.